The starting point of peak performance? Self-esteem. It's how much you like yourself, how deeply you respect yourself, how firmly you believe that you are worthy and valuable. But self-esteem alone isn't enough. There's a second ingredient, one that changes everything: personal responsibility. Together, self-esteem and responsibility are the twin engines of unstoppable success. One fuels the other, and the moment you accept that you are the architect of your own life, everything begins to shift. Responsibility means this: everything you are and everything you ever will be is your responsibility. Not your parents, not the economies, not fate's, yours. Believe in God? So do I. But remember, God helps those who help themselves. In this world, you're in charge. If you don't like your results, you must change your actions. Because here's the truth: you cannot outsource your destiny. Now listen closely, this topic will make or break you. Most people never achieve greatness not because they lack talent, but because they never embrace this truth: you are completely responsible for your life. Not partially, not someday, now, totally. Think about it. As infants, we start life with zero responsibility. Everything is done for us. But as we grow, the burden shifts. By the time we reach adulthood, age 18, we're meant to carry the full weight. If we've been raised well, we step into that role with confidence. But even if we haven't, the responsibility becomes ours anyway. There's no exemption. Adulthood means ownership, period. It doesn't matter if your parents failed you. It doesn't matter if school didn't prepare you. The moment you cross into adulthood, the world stops asking who's to blame. It only cares: what will you do next? Responsibility isn't something you volunteer for. It's your default setting. From age 18 forward, the motto of the truly responsible person is simple: if it's to be, it's up to me. No complaining. No excuses. If something's not working, change it. If you won't change it, then stop whining and own it. That's what real men and women do. They don't moan about life's challenges. They accept them or overcome them. But they never ever complain. And why is this so hard to accept? Because we were trained in dependence. As children, others made our decisions. They fed us, clothed us, protected us. In school, teachers took charge. In jobs, bosses stepped in. So we grow into adults secretly wishing someone else will still take care of us. And when that doesn't happen, we feel lost. Here's the trap: most people never break that pattern. They marry someone who takes care of them. They find jobs where they're just another cog in the machine. And when things go wrong, they blame everyone but themselves. Their upbringing, their health, the government, their boss, their past, anything but their own choices. Some people try to sort of take responsibility, but not fully. They want the rewards without the risk. They want to leap across the canyon of life in 2 jumps. But life doesn't work that way. And most people, they fall into the valley of excuses. It's where dreams go to die. In that valley, people explain away every failure with a story. I'm too young. I'm too old. I don't have enough education. It's not the right time. This excuse-making becomes a disease. And the more you use it, the more it destroys your ability to succeed. So here's the key question: what excuse are you making that's keeping you stuck? There's a powerful story from Tolstoy. He and his siblings played a game. A box hidden in the garden held the answer to all of life's mysteries. They could find it if they didn't think of a white rabbit. But of course, they couldn't stop thinking about that white rabbit. The question is, what's your white rabbit? What thought, fear, or excuse is stopping you from acting? When you think about making a change, what's the first excuse that jumps into your mind? That is your white rabbit. That is the mental cage keeping you from greatness. And until you face it, until you destroy it, you'll stay exactly where you are. Here's the wake-up call: responsibility is not optional. You don't get to pick and choose. The moment you become an adult, it's yours, 100%. If you want real success, lasting peace, and the joy of self-mastery, there's no other way. Look at the word responsibility. It's your ability to respond. Life throws challenges your way. That's a guarantee. But what you do in response, that's everything. Winners and losers face the same storms. What separates them is how they respond. Oswald Spengler studied 21 great civilizations and found a pattern. They all rose by responding to challenges, grew stronger, took on more, and when they stopped responding, they crumbled. This isn't just about nations. It's about you. You grow to the exact extent you respond. You succeed to the exact degree you stop making excuses. Look at the great names of history: Churchill, Lincoln, Roosevelt. Every one of them faced massive adversity and responded. That's what made them great. If you want to face the great challenges of life, start with the small ones. Get out of bed early. Finish the project. Make the call. Hit the gym. No matter what life throws at you, say this: I accept it. I will handle it. I will grow because of it. Now let's zoom out. In the modern world, responsibility is being stripped away in three major areas: politics, justice, and medicine. People want the government to be their parent. Criminals blame their past, and people blame doctors for their poor health. But here's the truth. You cannot escape responsibility. You can only give up control. What if you were stranded alone on a desert island? No doctors, no support, no government, just you. How carefully would you eat? How seriously would you take your health, your emotions, your choices? The truth is, we already are on that island, and the sooner we act like it, the stronger we become. At 21, I realized something that changed my life forever. I was cold, broke, and working construction in -30 weather. No money, no future. And I finally understood. If my life was going to change, I had to change it. That moment shattered the illusion. I stopped waiting. I started building. If this message lights even a small fire inside you, then hear this. Your life will become what you make of it. If it's meant to be, it's up to you. You see, everything changes the day you stop negotiating with mediocrity. The day you stop asking life to go easy on you. Because life was never meant to be easy. It was meant to forge you. The pain, the struggle, the delays, they're not punishments. They're preparation. Life doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you're willing to become. If you've been waiting for the perfect moment, stop. There is no perfect moment. There is only now. The person you'll become is forged by the actions you take today, not the dreams you whisper about tomorrow. Waiting is the enemy of progress. You don't need more time. You need more courage. Look in the mirror. Right now. That person staring back at you? They are your greatest ally or your greatest obstacle. It's not the world that's holding you back. It's your own permission. The day you stop needing approval is the day you start living at full power. People talk about fear like it's the enemy. It's not. Fear is a compass. It shows you where to go. Where there's fear, there's growth. And where there's growth, there's power. The biggest regrets in life don't come from what we did. They come from what we didn't do because we were afraid. Some people spend years stuck in cycles of doubt, shame, and second-guessing. But here's the truth. You can reset your life in one decision. Just one. One bold move, one full commitment, one refusal to go back to your old self. That's all it takes to shift your entire future. You already know what you need to do. Deep down, you know the conversation you've been avoiding, the habits you've been tolerating, the standard you've been living beneath. What you tolerate, you reinforce, and what you reinforce becomes your identity. The time to change is not later. It's right now. There's something wildly attractive about someone who's fully responsible. They don't play victim. They don't beg for sympathy. They own their past, command their present, and create their future. You want to lead? Start by leading yourself. Self-leadership is the highest form of influence. This is your call to rise. Not someday. Not next Monday. Today. If no one ever believed in you, believe in yourself. If no one ever taught you how to win, teach yourself. If the world told you you're not enough, prove it wrong, not with words, but with action. Your story isn't over, and your current chapter doesn't define your final one. Remember, the hero always suffers before the breakthrough. The pressure you feel? That's potential trying to break through. Don't run from it. Don't numb it, use it. In the end, no one remembers what you intended to do. They remember what you actually did. No one will write your success story for you. It's your pen, your page, your legacy. So pick it up and write something worth remembering. Because if it's meant to be, it's still up to you.